The weight loss summary section is a nice little section that gave us some useful information, but the power of this calculator comes in the weight loss details section. Let's start with the today's result section. It tells us the total number of calories that we went over or under the amount of calories that our body needs. It takes that number and converts it to the number of pounds that we either burned or gained today. It also calculates a value called our true weight for the day. Again, this is just our weight before breakfast minus the total pounds that we burned today. This is the number of pounds that we weighed before breakfast minus the number of fat calories that our body had to burn because we were short of the total number of calories that it really needed to maintain its current weight. So our body had to dip into our fat calories, our fat reserves, to burn up some of those calories to make up for the difference. And again, that's what a calorie deficit plan is all about. In the What You Can Expect section, the calculator takes your current rate of loss or gain today to figure out the number of days until you lose or gain another full pound. And based on that rate, it also figures out how many pounds you'll lose in the remaining days of your weight loss plan. Finally, in the weight loss goals section, the calculator summarizes how much weight you lost since the start of your weight loss plan, and it tells you how many pounds you have yet to lose and how many pounds per day on average that you'll have to lose to meet your weight loss goals. Then it converts the pounds per day into a calorie deficit amount, so you know exactly how many calories below your body's needs you need to be each day. Finally, it switches from telling you how many calories short you need to be every day to the maximum number of calories you can eat each day to reach your goal based on the same activity level. If your goal ever becomes unachievable, it will tell you that too. In our example here, we've arrived at a situation in which I'll need to have a calorie deficit that's larger than the number of calories that my body even needs on a daily basis. So the calculator tells us that we need to reevaluate our weight loss plan or extend the number of days in our plan, because otherwise it's not possible to achieve a 25-pound loss of weight in 30 days based on the number of calories that I'm eating at today's rate. I've gone back to the first section of the calculator and I've changed the total number of days in my weight loss plan from 30 to 60, and we'll see at the bottom of our calculator in the results section, especially in the weight loss details section, that it's generated a new calculation result. And let's look at the final paragraph, and it says that my goal is now achievable by eating only 1,124 calories each day. So for the next 60 days, if I eat about 1,100 calories, I will achieve that 25-pound drop in weight during those 60 days. So that's probably the most powerful part of this calculator, is this final section. And it just tells you exactly what you need. It gives you all the information. It tells you what you've been doing so far, how many pounds you've lost so far, what you can expect, when you can expect to lose another pound, and how many pounds you'll probably lose in the next remaining days of your weight loss plan based on today's rate of calorie loss. So this is a fairly simple calculator. It's very straightforward, but the information it provides you to plan and to calculate the number of calories that you need to eat on a daily basis, it does all that for you. So if I go and eat a Big Mac at McDonald's for 600 calories and I have a medium fries for 480 calories, I know I'm done eating for the day on that. So spend your calories like you would spend your dollars. Be very frugal about where you get your calories from. Spread them out over breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you'll do fine. That's how this calorie deficit diet works. Any diet with a calorie deficit works this way. You just keep below that magic number of 1,124 calories or whatever it calculates for you, and you will lose the weight over your weight loss plan period. So go out there, exercise the plan, track your calories, enter them into the calculator here on a daily basis. Come do this every day. And if you go high on one day, if you go over your limit of, in this case, 1,124 calories, don't worry. Tomorrow, the calculator will figure out a new value for you to stay below. So into account the number of calories that you went over, because your weight will be different tomorrow. Okay? Now, you might be wondering how many calories are in the foods that you eat. So you will need to go to the books section of my site and browse through the books section. And I do have a book listed in here that is specifically a calorie counter. It's the Calorie King Calorie Counter, and I find this to be a wonderful little book. It'll fit in your pocket, and it has most foods that you eat on a daily basis. It even has foods from fast food restaurants and regular restaurants, and you can find most menu items on there also. Or if you don't want to spend money on the Calorie King Calorie Counter book, which is only about $10, you can go to the calorieking.com website, and they have all that information there. In fact, they even have more information on their website than they do in their book. So I encourage you to get a calorie counting book, and you can use that to watch and learn about the number of calories that you're eating on a daily basis in common foods. Do you know how many calories are in a hard-boiled egg? Or how about a banana or an orange or an apple? Foods that are good for you, that provide nutrition and vitamins and minerals that your body needs. Find out about them. So definitely get the little book. You can take it with you to restaurants and stuff and look up what they have on their most major restaurants on their menus. So go get one or use the online version, and that will help you as you do your deficits, your calorie deficits on a daily basis.